Hello everyone, I'm with Dr. Roberto Mezzina. They just concluded the Franco Basaglia conference Beyond the Borders. Thank you very much, Dr. Roberto. Congratulations, with the whole thing, especially the documentary. I think it was fantastic. As a person with lived experience, as an organization of people with lived experience, we thank you. It was wonderful seeing the insights of our peers that have gone through that experience, Dr. Roberto. Maybe a little bit of what was the idea or inspiration behind this whole conference?
Yeah, well, we had last year a celebration of the 100 years of the birth of Franco Basaglia, the anniversary, and so there were a lot of events organized in Italy, like a rediscovery of his work, that he was well known, but someone say it's outdated. This celebration demonstrated that he is alive in the legacy.
Yes.
And all these ideas are very much in today's world, contemporary world, really useful to understand, to act, to see how this crisis, global human crisis, I think, can be understood. Because I think there is a crisis of democracy, crisis of humanity. There is a dominance of power. There is fear against pure existence. So the power doesn't allow to have a counterpower. So that's everywhere, especially in politics. And people, unfortunately, sometimes they are subjected, they are upset, they are oppressed, they don't have a say. So I think the idea was to raise with the urge for freedom that Basaglia pushed in his work, because he closed the asylums, but this was just a practical, very important step, of course. But it was just the start of a rediscovery of the man, of the person, and so to not in a charitable sense, but real empowerment, giving people power and providing with all the tools and the opportunities to fulfill a citizenship for people, particularly those with disabilities, mental problems, and in general those who are the outcasts, people that are at risk of constant social exclusion and discrimination. So this message is still very much valid today. You have here, he wrote a book called La maggioranza deviante, the deviant majority. This is more true today than in the past. Part of the world is excluded, so it's a global crisis of exclusion and disempowerment. So that's why we call the subtitle "Practices of Freedom."
Dr. Roberto, I think one, it is so much needed in today's world. The documentary that you guys created is very much needed. Everything that you just said, because of the global crisis of humanity. I think the keyword right there, power, is exactly what it is. And I think having the documentary used across the globe as a teaching tool, Dr. Roberto, that would be extraordinary. Because you guys covered it end to end. You showed what Franco Basaglia did and said. We were able to at least see him, in his feedbacks, what his vision was. And I think for me, in that entire documentary, seeing how they pulled the walls of the asylum down, that was incredible to watch.
Yeah, it was a practical action. It started from material things, untying people, doing things to rediscover some seeds of life in the institution, and then jobs, starting to abolishing work therapy, creating real jobs in social cooperatives.
Same opportunities.
Same for everyone. So that was the start, and then Basaglia was talking at the time to the movement, the student movement, the worker movement, because he said this action is connected to the affirmation of social rights and civil rights, both. So they are called human rights in general, because rights include also social aspects, like the right to have a work, the right for for independent living and all these things. So I think it's very much important to recognize this is today lessons for all of us.
Exactly.
Yeah, and of course, was the second reason that it was very important to have this conference to gather some people with practical practices and best practices, good practices and experiences to share, to meet themselves, to see, to say you are not alone.
Right. And what is possible as well,
It's possible to do in different parts of the world, from the global north to the south and to the east and to the west.
Exactly.
This not just was Italy. Italy has done this revolution years ago. Then now it's in a state of, it's a bit stuck, state of suspension because of also the politics.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, all these issues have strictly linked to the policies that can support a widening of human rights and definition of freedom, so which is not the case for many countries.
Yes.
So, but we have to cultivate these meetings, these exchanges.
Must be continuous, so that it's sustainable.
And an encounter, because it's a human encounter. At the end of the day, even when the other is in a state of suffering, particularly of suffering and deprivation. So this is the lesson of Basaglia. Start from the last ones.
Yes.
Don't leave them.
Don't let them behind.
Don't let them behind.
Thank you, Dr. Roberto. Maybe one last question from you. So now that you've concluded the conference, did it meet your expectations? Were your hopes fulfilled? What are your
I think we had a short time to prepare. In fact, practically it was done a little bit homemade. There were not big organization behind that. It was spontaneous. And I thank very much the Slovenian government through this initiative of Gorizia capital, European capital of culture, Gorizia and Nova Gorica, which is Slovenia. The two cities together across the border, they also provide this great message that we have to cross the borders and create friendship, coexistence, but more than coexistence, cooperation and mutual understanding. And some of the projects, as you have seen, were cross-border projects, and so we finished with this last document that was the product at the end. One of the products to the European Commission, to the European Parliament, that stands for this kind of cooperation for freedom, practices of freedom across the border, which are bringing mental health to other areas of the human development.
Yes.
And this is very crucial.
It is important. Okay, Dr. Roberto, maybe one last thing. What's next for you, or what's next for Italy?
For me, well, I'm doing this after my retirement from the Italian NHS. I'm very happy to see that these seeds of ideas are growing in unexpected places, and so that's very good. And so I try to support, going on to support and be helpful if possible, have a role of supporting, and this is very rewarding for me.
Well, you have so much experience and wisdom, definitely.
And Italy, we hope that it start to be relaunched. It's a very difficult moment now, but Basaglia was really scholar, so we hope that it can guide our future toward a better condition.
Thank you so much, Dr. Roberto. Keep up. No, thank you so much for having me. Keep up the good work, and hopefully North, Global South, we
need this network again to be relaunched, a network of exchanges among all.
Definitely. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Very much. So that was it, Dr. Roberto Mezzina, everyone. Take care.